Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to introduce you one of the most famous book in the world. So today I'm going to introduce you about the book Ikigai. Ikigai is one of the most precious concepts that prevailed in Japan for many years. So I'm going to introduce these components and clarify each and every fact with you. Today I will introduce the major components that is linked with these concepts. Don't worry whether you don't analyze them in deeper. I will guide you to read every fact in this book. I will clarify each and every fact in this concept. So today I'm gonna start by asking you what is Ikigai. Ikigai is worth of living, or we shall say that the purpose of living. To find your purpose, you need to know these components that is affiliated with the concept of Ikigai. Ikigai is a life philosophy which helps you to approach your self identity, which is also known as Ikigai. So Ikigai helps you and guide you to find your own philosophy that is hidden in yourself. So now I'm not gonna take this into the consideration because I will clarify few components here as this is just the introduction. So now I'm going to introduce you the first step to find your ikigai. How to find your ikigai? If I ask, you will be bewildered and you will never know how to find. So you might ask somebody else, how can I find my ikigai? The most important fact is that nobody can find your ikigai and no one can find your ikigai because it is self-related. It is a self-related concept. The only person who can find your ikigai is you. So I will guide you to find your own ikigai within my sessions. So please follow my every sessions. I hope you follow each and every session so you will never miss these concepts. Alright, now I'm going to introduce the first step. Firstly, note down what is your ambition. What do you most prefer to do? So that will be your ambition, and also find how what is your major skill. To find your major skill, you have to know what is your ambition first. So based on your ambitions, what is the most ambition you prefer? Will be the subject here. So that will be your major skill. As you find yourself what is your major skill, you can be able to know for what you're most genius and skilled. It's really important beforehand you make your mission. So first find your ambition, then find your skill. So think if you're interested in painting and you could draw and or paint. So that will be your skill. That will be your major skill. So don't think about improving yourself. Improving is a common factor. But if you're skilled and you have basic skills within you and you don't lose anything, that will be your major skill. That's the skill. So I would like to know what is your skill. So, if you're interested on painting, what will be your mission? Your mission will be exactly the painting. The ability of painting will help you to find your mission. So it means you're gonna be a painting artist. That is the mission. So beforehand, we create the mission. We have to know our major skill. So that is how we're gonna balance things and find your path. So now you can identify that no one can help you to find your own skill. It's inside you, it is deeper within us. So I will tell you another factor which is out of the concepts. Believe your intuition because it will help you to clarify what to do next. Without thinking or overwhelming, you will know exactly what to do and what is your skill. To find your skill, you have to believe what the brain says. Don't think too much. It just pressure you and provide you as out of stress. So you will consume stress and ultimately you will mislead your own self. So do not make a more pressure with inside you. Just leave it. Just leave it to the time. Don't be in a hurry. So this is the extra point and the major key factor you should have to take into the consideration. So now, after finding your mission, you will be exactly revealed what will be your profession. So that's the best key point. So you have to reach the mission successfully, indeedly. So firsthand, before building something, you have to be rebuilt. That's my concept. So it's important to know which type of categories are running inside you. Like, think if you are good in painting, so improve your skills no matter which level you are. Just practice more and more. If you are stressed, just stop it and find another skill. So that is human related and common thing. So finding your skill is the most challenging part in your life. So after you find mission, you don't have any doubts about the to be a professional. So my opinion is that you might have a lot of doubts at the beginning, and after you find your mission, you will be acknowledged about what to do, and you don't want to be stressed. So, my next point is reducing stress. Stress is a common part for every of us because we are living in a stressed world, and you know how it is and how it is real and affect you negatively. So we need a little amount of stress. Why? If I ask, because to know what to do and to be conscious, also to clarify what to do next, also to keep our conscious level in one state, we need a little amount of stress. So it will acknowledge you about different things and the mind will adapt to absorb new things into your life like new experiences and new skills. So practicing and phrasing or training is another process which you have to go on when you're traveling on yourself. So it is important. For that, a little amount of stress is needed to make you awake. But if you're in a lot of stress, just ignore it or neglect. So misleading is another category, so I don't want to talk about it. But for every human being, we're suffering from stress. So at least make your freedom a part in your life so you won't be stressed. Read a book, and if you're in a stressing instance, just believe your intuition, which is inside you, the brain inside. Don't let you think over. It will make you anxious and confused a lot. So just keep your concentration, then become silent for a moment. So then your intuition will work and guide you like the GPS. So GPS is a technology which helps you to find your own destination. Just like believe the intuition, but the intuition stays for us. So that will reduce the stress. Also, meditation, reading books, seeking or engaging in an aesthetic activity. The most important thing is that you should engage in an activity that you mostly prefer. So it will help you to go through this part. So those are the major components and the features you have to determine before following your own ikigai. So ultimately, it will reach you to the best point. My next step is to clarify what are the extraordinary factors or the components which will affect your life, like the community. Having a community is the best successful way to reach your determination or to satisfy your goal. So it is important to have build up a good, healthy community. Beforehand you make the first step to your goal, it is important to have a healthy community like the people in Okinawa had in their past life. So to build up a healthy community, you need to find the people who loves you, who like you, and share their happy moments with you, and also the people who are affiliated to your path, to your God. So it's important to understand which type of community you need. So that is also another key factor here. Then next, so doing something you're interested. As busy lives, we don't have time to do or focus things to do what we like. So it is important that you have to face for obstacles, and also you have to face for many types of distractions in your life. So therefore, my opinion is that when you're stressed by doing something you don't like, stop it for a while and do something interesting, or try to practice one of your favorite skill. So that will help you to reach out from the stress. And this is a good practice for your daily routine. So this is also a key factor. Now I'm going to take into the consideration consideration. For an example, like water. Water adapts to many things, many surfaces and boundaries, just like we have to adapt. So to make our mind adapt, we try to reach out by doing the same thing. So you will practically obsess to do new things so that will refresh your mind and yourself. So you will have a mindfulness lifestyle. So that is the most important thing. So being mindful is also a key factor in this book. Well, so like this, then you will find what's the matter inside you. The first will affect you negatively. Let me ask you some questions. Do you more practice in thinking or do you more suffer? Do you interested in something or do you hesitate that? And what make you or forced to do this? Or what is the purpose you most be able to practice? Did you think about it or is it just that makes you to think how it will affect your mind? So then there's another key factor which we have to take into the consideration that is don't force don't force to do anything. Force will just give us stress. So be avoid by forcing yourself. Alright. And having a healthy community is also one of the major key factors that we talked earlier. And now I'm going to consider about the nature. So as human beings, we have to connect with the nature and humans. It's very important to us and everyone. So be polite, be tolerant, and try to believe the nature. Enjoy the nature. At least walk for few hours. So it will keep you more engaged. The more engaged, the more you learn and experience. So that is really rare concept in the Ikigai. So Ikigai is just a guidance. So you can't pretend on these concepts, but you have to follow these concepts and consider about these concepts and be a part of Ikigai. Make yourself and make the Ikigai a part in your life so that won't mislead you. So having a healthy community, having a rich diet is also important for us to have a happy life. So Ikigai is not just finding your mission or the skill. It's also about the happiness, satisfaction. When you're satisfied, you have a worth of living. You feel that there's a worth for living. So that is the most important thing. So today is just the introduction about the Ikigai, and I will conduct another session about Ikigai and from the beginning, from the first chapter to the last chapter, and I will take into the consideration about the key importance and the key components. There are five stages like passion, what what makes you paid and what is your profession and everything. It's lingered with the one circle. Inside of one circle. So passion, mission is also one of the emotional factors which helps you to find your skill and the mission. And also why you are paid personal and why you become professionalist. And another question is like, what did you do for others? Like, did you satisfy their needs? So, did your job helps to satisfy others' needs? So that is an important component. So we'll talk these components in the next session. So hope you guys will follow me and subscribe. So try to remember these concepts and practice your skill. Don't be lazy and don't neglect anything, even once, even for once, because when you make mistakes and they are not perfect, they can't be perfect. A lot of training process will guide you to your satisfaction and take you to the right path. So it is important to practice daily and follow these concepts. Goodbye for now. Thank you for listening. Conversation.